new subscriber. Okay. There we go. How is everyone doing today? This fine Tuesday afternoon. I'm still a little bleary-eyed, but I'm waking up. Let's see. We got lots of new subscriber. We have Mr. Greylock and Jen here holding down the fort as moderators. And Dark Preacher. We've got, I see Chris Jackman, Aerodynamic Tribal. I see, oh gosh, lots of folks. Let me see if I can get some. Oh, Van Anderson. I think Nightbot's finally awake. Mr. Trilby. Sven Schlopfer. Yeah, lots of folks. Everybody's doing good. I am. Doing okay. So first things first, business. We concluded our first ever really holiday sale for the Grimco store yesterday evening. Stopped at midnight and it worked wonderfully. Lots of people sent some business our way and I greatly appreciate it. Hope you all got some great deals in from the company store there. We still have a lot of great stuff up, even if you missed the 20% off sale. Shame on you. Don't forget, we still have t-shirts, mugs. We've got hats. We've got socks now and wall posters and everything. So keep that in mind. And yes, YouTube is still broken. Moderation tools are still broken. Unfortunately, I'm the only person that can correct problems. YouTube knows about it. And they haven't fixed it. Don't know when it's going to get fixed or if it will. Welcome to the life of YouTube live streaming. So yeah, thought I could catch your stream. Just finished Mod Guide Part 2. Mind blown. Great, Damon. I'm glad that it was very, very useful. A lot of people seem to have liked that series. I had a whole bunch of positive feedback and some slightly negative feedback, but those people I tend to ignore. Let's see if I can get the old control panel going here. Ooh, here we go. We are on the ForgeCraft server. I'm by myself. I'm playing solo today. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I can get this. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Discord overlay is working. Miss Moab, the coffee fairy, is with me in chat. How are you?
I'm awake.
Yeah.
That's an improvement.
Yeah. Technicality, we're both awake. Barely. Yeah, some people haven't watched the mod guides yet, but Mr. Kieran Dave came up with some pretty amazing combinations of stuff. So yeah, let's see. Mr. Cutts is busy today. It is just me, myself. There's some things that I wanted to work on today. One thing I wanted to work on. This is what we did last live stream. Way. Okay. Okay, so that's got power again. That is pumping lava again. And this is making... I actually don't know how many RF per tick. I'm not sure. This was the TNT generator we made. Can I... Nope. I wonder how close I can get to... Hey, there we go. Redstone. I'm going to get some redstone blocks. This was a heated redstone generator that we made. Can we not? I guess I'll just pull out most of a stack. Okay. That'll have to do for now. Let's go all the way back up here. I love being able to do this. This is hilarious. We had some... I'm gonna get one TNT. And singular. I'm gonna put it in there. And there goes the TNT generator. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back over here. I did have to kickstart our power process. I'm curious to see. I want to make some more lava, some of those magmatic generators. Generators. I want to make some more of those. Specifically because I want to see if we could have, like, say, 6 of those maybe. I think they make 40 RF per tick. I want to see if we could make more of those and have a nice bank of them just automatically going. That's the theory anyway. I lost Mr. Cuts. He was in the process of working on... Hey, Art Strutzenberg, what's going on? Cuts is pillaging and raiding. Yeah. He was pillaging and raiding next week. Yeah, Cuts is working on WoW stuff. He's got a guild that he's joined up with in WoW. Big guild. They do big raiding stuff, and I don't blame him. He's basically been doing epic raids and whatnot. So, yeah. Thank God for 2 monitors so I can watch the live stream and do my Cisco labs. Have fun with that, Aerodani. Don't you get nervous every time the TNT generator goes off and the oh god, what just went boom? Honestly, the only time I hear booms anymore is the TNT generator. We don't really have creepers sneak up on us in here. So, yeah, not really something I worry about per se. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go over here. We really need to expand this farm. We need to push it back that way and put more, probably ender pearl on both sides. But it probably wouldn't hurt to expand the redstone side and the ender pearl side, because we are not generating ender pearls fast enough. We are slowly losing stock. Basically, we cannot generate ender pearls fast enough to have that little farm stretch keep up with our generator, which is why I wanted to start doing the magmatic generator, because we can basically do that endlessly. So that's one thing I want to do first, real quick. Let's see, generator.
Are you saying magmatic?
Magmatic. Magmatic. Like
okay, so I am hearing magma in there.
Yeah, magma. Liquid hot magma. That's an Austin Powers reference.
Yes, we know that.
Ouch, the FPS. And then Aerodani said, you saw that too. What are you talking about? Yeah, desensitization. Booms don't really phase me anymore. Pretty much in Minecraft, if you hear a boom and it's a creeper, it's already too late. Is there a muffler? You know what? Hang on a sec. There is. I don't know if it'll work. Let me make one of these things. No, I'm okay. Thank you. Really? No wool? Yeah, actually. Thank you. Yeah, I do have some wool. What are you freaking crazy? Let's go put this down here and see what we can do with it. Whee! Man, I have this water breathing spell that I use with Psy, and the difference is astronomical. It's still got boom left. Yeah, that worked. I can still kind of feel it. There's still a low rumble that it does not negate, but the rest of it gets rid of. That's good. Yeah, magma is in lava. So yeah, there we go. Oh, I had some naughty FPS. Yeah, I probably did. It seems to be coming and going in bursts as of late. The last 2 updates on ForgeCraft One, I'll get these weird points where suddenly my frame rate dips sharply and it goes back up, and I don't know why. It seems to happen in random places when I'm looking at random things, not like always in the same spot. Don't know. I figure it's a Forge thing. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's stream or Forge or what. Okay. Generators. Magmatic. Magma. Magmatic generator. I have to make a furnace generator. Do I have? I do still. And then we do one of those. Cool. Okay. We can now pipe this back into the... Ooh, wait a minute. See, there was another slight hitch. Conduit. Let's get some of those. Fluid conduit. Do we need more cable? Maybe. No, wait a minute. It's an exporter. I need an exporter because it's exporting out of the system. I always get that backwards. Importers and exporters when I was in AE2. Using AE2 a lot in previous series. You're importing into the storage system and exporting out of it. I always think importing into the block. Like that you want to import something into. Which would be Anyway. I always get this backwards. No more Bomb King living in the basement. Paladin's reference, check. Hey, Dave, what's going on, man? How are ya? Let's see, there's our exporter. So I'm going to go get this set up real quick, just a little bit of an extra boost. Bing. Okay, let's see. Oh, right, I moved this under. Well, that's right. Let's get this and move this real quick. I need to make a hole. I'm going to put that here. Let's get the exporter. I think I had. Go all the way up here. Up the chimney. Bucket. Let's get a bucket. Go over here. A boom in the distance. I really kind of need to. You know what I need to do? I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Let's see. Items. Fluids. That still blows my mind. We do that there. That is now running. And honestly, I probably should put a capacitor like right here. Like just an Ender IO battery or something. So that this has extra storage for this to run off of. Because when I came down here, this was completely out of power. Because it doesn't have that much power backup. So, meh. Meh, I say. Okay. We put those up. Put that up. So now... This is the thing that bugs me. Power drain 1, power drain 1. For some reason, when you put these things down, it says power grid, and as if it needs power grid, but it doesn't immediately start using it. After the server reboots, this will use 2, this will use 1, or I mean, this will use 1, 1, and 1. So it's like, I don't know. I'm a little fuzzy on that. How much? You have loads of boom left, I think. Or no, you're almost boomed out. That's right. Okay, never mind. Okay, so see, I also wish there was a panel. So who all got a mug during the sale this past weekend? Says Dark Preacher. Okay, I wish there was a panel that told me exactly how much these things are generating, how much power they're generating. I am very tempted to make a power monitor for down here, but I'm probably not going to do that right now. Okay, let's go up here. No. Maybe. Okay, so this is the main battery. 10 million RF, not that big a deal, but this is the main battery that's going out to all the other things, right? So this one is, these are staying topped off. I'm almost 100% positive that we've run out of power back at the other place, which means, I don't know, let's go check. I'm trying to see if we're going to stay power neutral or not. I don't know. Are we generating enough RF? Nope, we still have tons of power over here, so I won't be able to tell for a while. We're going to come back and check it. It's okay. We'll move on to another project and then revisit in a moment. Yes. Okay. Materials and You by Skylar. Dave's listening during lunch. Have a good lunch, Dave. I like that positioning for the generator. Yeah, speed upgrades. Yeah, but I don't know what the speed upgrades do. We had that thing where speed upgrades. Let me do a speed upgrade in that generator. Speed, not speed generator, upgrade. Speed generator would be awesome. Do I have any more of those? No. How dare you? Red. Nope. Gold. There we go. Let's put those back. Do that. I'm just gonna make 4 because reasons. I had this point a week ago where I literally forgot this was the resonator. Don't ask. Anyway. Yeah, the generators themselves, basically, generators aren't terribly expensive. My big thing is there is no, like, okay, it has a very almost thermal expansion style from 1710 UI to it. But when you look at them, there's no little panel anywhere that says how much power they're actually generating right now. I don't know. So, increases the speed of operations. We could put tons of these in those generators. I'm not sure if I want to, though. I mean, like, does it shorten the time between ticks? Does it shorten how much gets done per tick? Or what? See, that speeds it up significantly. That is a big difference. See, these are power positive. This almost stays maxed out, you see? It pauses constantly because it's basically maxing its battery reserve before it can send it out. So this is generating more power than this can buffer. And that's with one upgrade. We could put 20 of these. But it says, you notice, power penalty at level 1 is +1 GP. So now it's using power grid. But this one would use 1 GP even if I took this out after the server reboots. It's like buggy? I don't know. So I may as well put a it uses 33. Okay. Okay, I need something that can generate power grid off of lava. That's what I need. Yes, I'm gonna have to hold off on that because that just takes things over my limitations. Okay. How do I want to do that? Let's see. There's generators and then there's generators. Okay, Dragon Egg generator. Yeah, extra utils too. At extra. Cough. Arg. I still have a little bit of a lingering cough that bites me every once in a while. Especially when I'm talking a lot. 9x9 water mill setup for some. Okay, that's what I was thinking about. Water mill. Water mill requires what? Flowing water blocks. Okay. The higher the level of flowing water, the more GP. Source/full. Oh, right. Okay. Can I do that? I can. Let's just make a bunch of those. Put them back into the system. Get one of these. One of these. Do I still have... I seem to have a dearth of buckets. Nope. Iron. Give me another bucket, please. Okay, let's grab this. Go down here. Whee! Yep, okay. So now what I'm going to do... The muffler block is really weird. I'm going to put... Perfect. There we go. You know what I'm going to do, actually? Let's do that. Yes, I know there's iron in the walls. I haven't mind. Nah. Okay. Perfect. So what I can do now... Power grid. Okay, this is the thing I'm trying to figure out, right? That's generating only 2. How do I get... You get flowing water around, all the way around it? Is that what we need to do? Then let's do that. Okay. I can barely see what I'm doing because of the water. Let me see if I can... There we go. Okay. So let's get rid of this real quick. I'm actually going to... Whoopsie. Make a huge mess. There is a method to my madness, believe it or not.
There usually is, and there's also usually a mess involved.
This is 100% true. Basically what I want to do is I want to have... Actually, I don't need to hollow out the rest of the ceiling for this. I don't even need that. I just need one spot. I'm going to make a kind of a 3x3. Get all of this clutter. I'm going to put the water mill there. Put that back. Then I don't get it. It's still only generating 2, but it says it can do up to a maximum of 4. I got best results with a 3x3 mill in the middle and 2 water blocks in opposite corners. Three by three on the ground, mill in the middle, 1 water on each of the opposing corners. So, okay. Is this all because it's only 1? Let's go get some more water. Hang on a sec. Hey, there's a whole bunch right there. I'm going to make a huge mess here in just a second. Just watch. Ah, there it is. Let's do... Trying to get rid of them. Okay, whatever. It's generating enough power for me to be able to do this. Really? Yeah, my power grid hasn't gone up any. Grid power 3 out of no power used / generated. Just 2 water total. Hang on a sec. Ugh. There we go. You can get rid of bucket water underwater. Don't ask. It just takes some finesse. There we go. So this is going to start going down, right? Okay. Telephone dials. Water is on 1 and 9. Mill is on 5. What? You're not talking about a telephone dial. You're talking about a telephone keypad. I grew up when telephone dials were a thing. You cannot use that as a point of reference for me because that means circular. The 5 wouldn't be in the middle. Source has to be on the same plane. If you look at this thing, it says source / full water blocks do not count. It has to be flowing water. The higher the level of flowing water, the more GP you get, which means if I have the water mill and the source block is directly 1 block up, that means the very first block is the highest strength of flowing water. That gives the most GP. Yeah, I remember phone dials. So, okay. Let's look at it this way. Probably stuck down here now. If I do this, right? That's generating 3 power. What happens if I do sideways flowing, not down? Really, it has to be sideways? The description isn't clear. Okay, hang on a sec.
How do you even get sideways flowing water?
Well, I mean, basically, you would do... Okay, that's generating, power generating 7. What? It doesn't do horizontal, vertical power generation? I mean, it doesn't do generation off of vertical water? 11! Whoa! Criminy biscuits. Okay. That'll do us for a while. I'm going to do that. I don't even understand that. That doesn't even make sense to me. Yeah, it has to be on the y-axis. That makes no sense. So it has to be horizontal flowing water. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. That's one of those things. Generating 11 power. But that's the thing, though, is that, right, it generates more power because I placed it here and not here, right? It's closer to the source of flowing water. Because if I put one right here, it would generate less power, right? At least I think. Okay, whatever. It works. Who cares? I can get out. Ah. So that solves that problem. I have breathing room on my power grid. I really don't like the power grid system. Still hate it. One now opposite the first one. If you drop by on the test server near my base, I have a 16 set up. Good grief. The two sides are generating 4. One is making 3. Yeah. So it's got a 4 and a 4 on either side that are closest to the water sources. And then the 3 is the side that's farther away. Wait a minute. That gives me an idea. Maybe we can make it better. Oh, I made a light ball. Maybe we can make it better. Hang on a sec. Where's Dig? There's Dig. Dig. So if I did... Nope. Because it's not... Okay. Let's get... What's going on here? What? I'm trying to figure out how I can make water flowing across this, but I'm not sure I can. Oh, there we go. 15. Okay. Now I'm not going to mess with it anymore. I'm just going to do... Actually... You can look down there and see. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it. Because 15 off of that one block is just fine by me. I need to redo a whole bunch of where my power grid is over here at this house because it's way back at the other house. Make all the grounds flat. Yeah, make a plane below the mill. What do you mean? Remove all the water. I'm just going to leave it, man. I got it up to 15. Water mills don't make sense automatically because I figured you should be able to do a vertical setup. If you look at the way water wheels work, you can have water falling on to one side of the wheel. That will motivate it, that will spin it. It does not have to be water flowing horizontally underneath it. So it doesn't make sense that it's limited to me. The fact that it won't work on a vertical orientation automatically breaks it in my brain. It just stops working mentally. But we got 15 GP out of it and I needed like 4, so I'm okay. I'm going to put the bucket back. Okay, so materials and you by Skyla. We're going to move into a new thing. 15 people, passenger seat driving. Preacher has it. What does Preacher have?
He said take the 2 buckets of water and place them in opposite corners. It equals more power.
They were in opposite corners.
He said that a while ago, so maybe you did it already.
I don't. Somebody said you put the water mill at 5 on the keypad, and then basically you put the water on 1 and 9. I put it on 7 and 9, but I'm still getting 15 out of 16 possible power generation because it tops out, I think, at 4 on each side. That's the sides, not the top and the bottom. I think it tops out at 4 on each side.
I was just answering the question of what Preacher has right.
Yeah, I'll figure it out later. It's no big deal. I'm quite sure we could probably make that even better. I do want to add more because I'm sick of barely having enough power grid. And I hate the power grid system because it's not really used for much. I think there's a furnace now. There's an extra utils furnace, but I don't know if this thing uses. I'm curious. Nope. Let's do some more of those. We're going to use them. Who am I kidding? Okay, let's put this guy, I don't know. Nah, no. So, okay, that already answers my question right there. Oh, machine block. Great. I get a machine block black. I don't get the actual machine back. That's a bug. It's one of the reasons why I don't need to keep this my primary tool. Ugh. There we go. Primary tool. It is super dangerous to actually use the psi break spell to break stuff. Bricks? Clay? Anyway, it actually does not use a power grid to work. It's a furnace that still requires RF. Why does he have all this stuff in the mod that requires RF and then also have his own power grid system that almost nothing uses? It doesn't make sense. I really don't like the new extra utilities. Not a fan. So, let's move on to this. One of the big things that I really like about 110, well, 1.9 plus of Tinker's Construct is the overhaul of the manual and how there's not multiple books. This book is everything you need, and it updates itself, right? Seared Furnace. This is a new thing. I didn't know it was a new thing. I'm curious what it does. Only reason I know about it, hey, John Murray, the only reason I know about it, yeah, see, max per side is 4. So I'm generating 4 on 3 sides and 3 on another side. I'm 1 away from perfect. It's okay. I'm okay with that. But anyway, you can stack the mills very close with the right setup. You can just forget about the GP. Yeah, and I want to do a whole bunch of those because I'm tired of whittling away on just little bits of GP and barely having enough to do stuff. So, Tinker's Construct. The only reason I know that there's a new furnace is because Mr. Karen Dave mentioned it. That's it. Yeah. Let's see. The Seared Furnace is a master to all furnaces. Cooking quarter stacks at once and cooking food with greater speed. The Seared Furnace can be any size from 3x3 to 11x11 and can be any height from a minimum of 3. Larger structures increase the amount of items that can be smelted at once. In order to be a valid structure, it requires a floor, a ceiling, which has to be boxed in, along with a frame around the sides. Frames around the ceiling and the floor are optional. The structure can be made out of using seared blocks of any kind with a single controller. At least one tank for fuel must be present, placed at an outer edge of the structure. See a picture. And let's see, the ceiling can be swapped out for slabs or stairs, but otherwise the same blocks than the rest of the structure. So, this is a 4x4. It has to be a minimum of 3. I think a 3x3 by 3 by 3. So what I'm thinking is I'm just going to start off with a 3x3. Yeah, you can stop. Yeah, 3x3, minimum of 3 high. So that would be 9 times 3, 9, 18, 27 blocks. Seared. Do we have any of these? What are the different ways to make these? A furnace. Can I use seared anything? It said seared anything, right? Yeah, seared cobblestone. I'm tempted. I'm not gonna, but I'm tempted. Grout. Let's do that. And oh my god. Okay, we have a whole bunch of iron and things that I apparently ran through. God. Let's just dump all these into the system. Aluminium. Okay, we're getting bricks. Yay. My Sky Exchange got deleted. Oh, that's horrible to hear, Chris Jackman. What happened? Yeah, that does not sound fun. Wait a minute, was that it? Is it really one per? Wow. Okay, Ender IO apparently spoils me. Can we do? She's gonna make, I think, what now? Make more, just in case. Okay. Let's run these through and get these cooked, and we can start making some stuff. I think we might still have. We have our smeltery over here, and it's not it's not complete. There's a smeltery controller, specifically because. Let's see, casting basin, smeltery drain, seared bricks, perfect. We were having a problem where every time you came into render range and this would form, it would cause this massive lag spike, so we had to unhook it. I think that problem has been fixed. I don't know. But let's see, where do I want to make this thing? Block off another balcony entrance? Possibly incur the wrath of TTFT cuts? Yes. I'm going to do a 3x3. Over here. That is the smallest we can do. Now I need more. And I'm curious to see how this thing works. You know, it's new. I want to test it. Yes.
The pack's not out yet, is it?
What pack? Oh, mine?
Yeah?
No, it is not. I ran across a problem where Curse wants a greater description. I gave them a paragraph and they want 2 paragraphs. Don't know why. So I have not had the time to sit down and re-describe it. The pack, version 1.0 of Vagrum's Chance, is basically sitting in limbo on Curse's end because they want a slightly more detailed than I have already given them pack description. So, and I just haven't had time to sit down. I asked some folks to pitch in and help and send me a description. Some people said yes. Nobody has sent me anything back yet. So yeah, it has been sent in to them, and I sent it in before Thanksgiving, and they basically foisted it off on me, saying no, add more words, and then went on holiday for Thanksgiving. So I'm not a happy camper. I'm also having problems with the Curse Launcher, where periodically when I do updates on the mods, you know how if you look at the Curse Launcher, you'll see each mod listed in a line, and there will be a little line with an arrow, an up arrow, meaning there is an update for this mod. Sometimes I will click that and update a mod, and it will just remove it. It will not update it, it will just disappear. I've had problems with configs getting reset regularly, like config files getting reset regularly. I've had problems with mods disappearing when I do updates. I'm not a happy camper. So I'm that far away from basically just saying to hell with it and bootlegging it on my own website and doing an MMC import. Because reasons. So yeah, it technically should have been up Wednesday of last week. Curse said no. What was it that your dad used to say all the time, honey?
About what?
Nay, nay, moose breath.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
They went nay, moose breath.
Yep, they went nay, nay, moose breath. Yep. Okay, let's look at this thing again. At Tinker's. There is a seared controller now, furnace thing. A furnace dealing with okay, that's easy enough. I can do that. Furnace, there we go. Now I think sneeze, ambush.
Bless you.
Thank you. I have to have a tank. I'm gonna actually Bust this out. And go over here. Boop. Because we're not using that thing right now. Lord knows, we don't technically even need this. I just want to see what it does. And... One, two, three. Make with the things. Nope. Wrong one. Up. Furnace. Remember, a valid structure requires floor and ceiling. The structure can be made, which you see behind, with a single controller. At least one tank for fuel must be placed on an outer edge of the structure. The ceiling can be swapped. It makes it sound really complicated, the Tinker Tank. Oh, this is new. Wow, okay. 3 by 3 to 11 by 11 with any height with a minimum of 3. Larger structures can increase. Okay, there's now a fluid tank in Tinkers. That's neat. Nay, moose breath. Yes, don't ask. Don't question it, Molly. Fairly vague response they gave for why they didn't approve it. I'll write up something real quick. Yeah, basically, I sent them a paragraph describing it is a combination tech and magic pack that is designed for casual players. It is used in Signature Series, yada, yada, yada. And then I gave some lines, a couple of lines about sentences about how Season 3 ended and what's going to happen in Season 4. That was not enough for them. They said, no, you need to describe it further. You need to go in depth. Basically, you need to get detailed about it. And you need to actually act like you're selling your pack to somebody that has never played Minecraft before. Literally what they told me.
Make you miss the AT launcher?
Kinda, yeah. But the AT launcher people are super far behind on work, I think. So, tank has to go on an edge. What? Really? Okay. What, like a corner? Oh, here we go. Wow, that's weird. Okay. Just for giggles, just for symmetry, let's go get the other one. And get this one. I don't need that stuff in my life. Whoop, broke it. Fixed it. There we go. Now at least it looks normal. Okay. Weird. Let's go cook some things. I'm wondering... Raw. We do have some. Hey, ooh, we have a lot of chicken. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to get all the protein sources. 16 max in a slot. That must be because of the size or the interior space or something. That's weird. Hey, Matthew Tobin, what's going on? No, the picture, if you look at the picture, the controller specifically, that's 1 block, 2 blocks. It is 1 up. But somebody's right. The tanks have to be in the corners, which is an extremely odd thing, but it does not specify that. And if you look at this one, it's got a tank on the corner, but I mean, it doesn't imply that. I do not read that as, because the tanks can be anywhere on a smeltery. Why do they have to be the corners on this? I'll ask Bonnie. I don't know, but this is cool. This cooks a whole bunch of stuff at once. I like this. This is basically, ooh, it did the whole stack. Wow. This is basically what replaced the frying pan. I used to love the pan. I actually used that pan from Tinker's Construct. You could set it down. You could put 1 piece of coal in there and cook like 8 things at once. It's great. So yeah, My pack has less of a description than what you wrote, and they still got approved. Yeah, my thing, Preach, I really do think it's a situation where this is awesome, by the way. I love this. This is a great stove. My whole thing is I'm 100% sure that they were basically going through the queue to clear it before they went off for the holidays for Thanksgiving. I'm 100% positive that's what happened. Because that's what I would do if I was working in an office like that. Okay. Wow. So the furnace is very cool. I like that thing. Also, we have a lot of chicken. I'm going to take a break from bread for the time being. This bread's boring. I'm going to put those there. Oh, yeah. Get this. Let's do this. I have a cookie. I'm gonna put that, and that in there. We have spares. Okay, so now my next question is, what the heck is this thing? Giant tank holding more liquid than a smeltery, but without heat causing no alloys or smelting. Ooh. So basically, whatever you put in there, it will keep. Floor and ceiling must be either seared blocks or drains. A single Tinker Tank controller is required. It can be placed on any layer except the ceiling and must not be placed on the outside edges of the frame. Okay, yeah. At least one tank for fuel must be present, placed at an outer edge of the structure. I still think that's bizarre. The ceiling additionally supports slabs and stairs, even in the frame, provided they are facing downward. Okay. Huh. So, this is it's glass at the top, glass walls. That's a drain. I think that's the controller, and I think this is a drain block back here. I think. Huh. Maybe I want to make one of those too. I don't know. That's interesting. Let's grab some grout. I'm just gonna... Here we go. Stack of 64 grout. So what happens if I go up here and I do that? Okay. That's the thing, apparently. That furnace is so going to be in a chunk build for my auto cooking setup. Yeah, isn't this cool? I like this, Van Anderson. I could really see this being automated with filters on pulling stuff out, so stuff just gets funneled into it until it reaches a certain state of cooked or whatever, and then it automatically gets pulled out. Filtered pipe to push raw food, auto pull cooked. Yeah, see? Wonder if that's in the current pack I'm playing. No, this is not a ForgeCraft only build. I'm pretty sure this is in the same version. Hey, Richard Falk, what's going on? Also, Timothy Skotek, it's okay that you've been out sick. I was out sick for a while too, man. I sympathize. But welcome back. And hey, Zap Gaming, Zingo Gaming. That was Zap. We have a guy named Zap Gaming. I think. Anyway, yeah, this is the same version of, I think, the same version of Tinkers that is accessible publicly, because Dave Faberham was the guy that told me that this thing existed, which means he's got access to it, which means it's not ForgeCraft exclusive. Quid pro quo, whatever. I don't know. Anyway. Hey guys, do you want a free PS4? Oh, hey. Guess who's gonna get removed?
Bye, Zingo Gaming. It was nice to see you.
Don't come advertise your contests in my channel. At least ask first. Good grief. And yes, Dark Preacher, I agree. The Curse approval team has been a little off lately. I'm not going to call them lazy. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but they're definitely not the same as they used to be. So Preacher can ban idiots. There we go. Yep. There we go. Whole bunch of seared bricks. Now we can, whee, clunk. Go over here. I'm curious. Hang on a sec. Right about where the upstairs are. Okay. Huh. Okay. Let's go do it over here. Yeah. I'm tempted to make this thing bigger. I want to make a tank, but I don't know what I would put in it. We don't have... Okay, let's look if we have Ender. Do we have Ender? No, we don't have Ender. Okay. Right now, we don't have Ender tanks. There is no equivalent of Ender tanks. What we would have to do is instead use... That's not true. Yeah, that is true. Okay. Instead, we would have to use... let me think. I gotta think about solutions for this. The new seared constructs. I wonder if anyone else would make sense for that sort of thing. Anything else makes sense? Hey, honey. Actually, I changed my mind. Can you? I actually want some. Huh? Regular. I need some bugle. We don't have any ender tanks in the pack right now. In this pack, in the ForgeCraft pack. In my pack, we do, but in this one, we don't. So I'm trying to think. What I could do is that lava ritual downstairs. I could pipe that into this, into a wireless transceiver from Ender.io. I mean, a dimensional transceiver, not wireless. Dimensional transceiver from Ender.io. I could do that. And then pipe it up to, pump it into that, pipe it into a tank right here to make a big holding tank for lava, and then send it elsewhere. But I would have to have a dimensional transceiver everywhere I wanted to receive lava, which is not going to be viable. And I already have that refined storage system that is holding lava right now anyway. So I don't see the point in making one of the tanks. I mean, I'm quite sure those Tinker's tanks are great, but I have this. A fluid storage block. This is holding 64K. I'm betting if we made... I'm curious to make one of those tanks just to see if we could make a 3x3, how much liquid would it hold in comparison? Maybe we should make one as a comparison point. Maybe that's a thing. Okay, let's think about that. Oh, cat got. Dyer's been using the T-Con tank really neat as it doesn't allow metals to mix. Yeah, I think the T-Con tank is that thing that everybody has needed because they're too lazy with Tinker's construct and their smeltery habits, and that drives me freaking bonkers. The fact that we need to have the tank just so people can lazily store liquid metals somewhere because they don't want to put it into ingot forms drives me up the wall. I think that's sad, but whatever. I wonder if I should try to promote the VC4 pack in the server I play, says Van Anderson. Yeah, John Wary, Mr. Cuts is busy raiding in WoW today. He will be back Thursday. Tuesdays have unfortunately become complicated for him, scheduling-wise, so it's probably just going to be just me for Tuesdays on the foreseeable future. Okay. I wish there was a... Well, wait a minute. Does refined storage have wireless... The detector, block state detector, constructors, deconstructors, external storage, exporters, importers, cable, a wrench. Oh, rotation. That's good. Okay. Wireless transmitter, but that's just for the handheld. There is no wireless receiver. That's what I'm noticing. Oh, wait a minute. No, network transmitter, network receiver. Okay. Aha. Read that as cuts his mowing. I doubt he has a garden big enough to mow. It's too late in the year for that. Yeah, you need more coffee, Preach. Wait a minute. Eat those using what? Etho has been doing a lot of stuff with the tank. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Mm. Oh, that's good coffee. Okay. I have an idea, and it might be a dumb idea. It's probably overkill. But, you know, hey, overkill is kind of the name of the game. Okay, so there's a network transmitter and a network receiver, right? I figure we have this main network. What if I hooked up with the transmitter downstairs where the lava is and a receiver up here, right? Then maybe... See, that's the thing, though. It's a... Am I going to have to... No, that's going to be complicated. Let's try. Let's see what it's going to do. Network. No, he did not do auto crafting for that. Drat. 3 processors, construction, and destruction core. Okay, core. 1, please. I have to be careful with the crafting system. Cause reasons. There we go. Let's do one of those. Okay. Advanced processors. I need 3 of those. Actually, hang on a sec. Can I do... No, shift click does not work anymore. Okay. Oh, well. Copy. We do still have some Coffee Fairy artwork commission that we're waiting for. So there will be Coffee Fairy merch in the store eventually. The liquid metal storage. Who, what, where?
I was going to say, yeah, I still have to make a thing in trade for that, and I'm going to start on that today.
Yeah. About the liquid metal storage, I tried to use that as a means of decoration in 1.7 using the transparent multi-block storage tanks. I think that could be cool. Does Tinker's Contract have rapid-fire crossbows? It had crossbows. It does have crossbows. I don't know about rapid-fire. Not sure. At refined. Okay. So now, let's see. Crafter, controller, grid, machine casing. I'm going to have to come over here. What is that? Machine casing. I'm just going to... just make 4 of those. Whatever. Okay. There we go. There's a transmitter. Let's put that back. Now I need the same thing in reverse. Let's do 3 of those. I'm going to see if I can actually get the lava downstairs hooked up here. Because if that's the case, we have basically an infinite lava source that I could use to take a bucket or a tank or whatever and fill up the furnace. That could be neat. Maybe I put some more liquid storage blocks down there or bigger ones. Aha. Hey, Morbits, what's going on, man? Long time no see. Diamond says there's nothing wrong with overkill. I 100% agree. We don't have an RSEG. Yeah, RSEG's AWOL. Don't know where he is. So, yeah. Okay. Now I need construction core and a other core, whatever. I think I did that backwards. Okay. Whoop, it's still making it, I bet. There we go. So now what I need to do this is going to be a receiver. Where can I put this? I think our network goes upstairs, right? It goes up here. Yes, it does. Bam! Okay. So now, transmitter. No. Okay, apparently I don't have to right-click it or anything. Let's go downstairs. Underwater. Glub, glub, and all that. Watering. Boop. Let's go down here. Network card. Okay. So now we got to make some network cards. We'll be back. Aroo. Okay. Watching too much Futurama. Network card. Dimensional upgrade. Whoa, wait a minute. Network card. Advanced processors. Let's make. I'm just going to say 4. Just make 4. That's using diamonds. Are we hilarious? No, we're not hilariously low on diamonds. We're hilariously high on diamonds. Grind them up and snort them. Don't do that. That's a really horrible idea.
Oh, that sounds painful.
Yeah, there would be cutting and bad. Quartz enriched. Really? Am I out of that? Okay. Let's just make a full stack of that, put it back into the system. Network card. I would like 2 of those. So now what I need to do... Oh, wait a minute. I bet I need to do something with the controller. Do I? I don't know. Linked. Aha. Okay. So you basically have to cross-link these. This seems a little complicated. Why couldn't we just do it with the blocks? I'm going to get this. I'm going to... Okay, there is no... The transmitters don't need linking to. Okay, so it's only 1 card. That's not bad, though. So now it should be that if we go up here... Do I have... I don't think. Is there an interface for this? Yeah, okay. So now here's my question. Is there a liquid storage somewhere else? Liquid display. No scuba gear. We don't have mechanism. Oh, hey, that's cool. Hey, Sven, do me a favor. After you get your storage system set up, like the mod guide things that me and Dave did, let me know. I'd love to come by the test server and take a look at it. I am actually going to be doing a construction series. Not a construction series. I'm going to call it Grimco Construction, but it's basically going to be an LP from the test server. So I can interact with other test server people. I can find bugs on the pack before they become public, stuff like that. Need a fluid grid. Fluid grid. What is this? When did I break that? That's weird. Okay, I don't remember breaking that. I'm just gonna, I don't feel like reading, so fluid grid. A bucket, a grid. Do we have grid? We have grid. Please make me an grid, por favor. I need an advanced processor. It's going through the dance. Stuff. It's interesting how stuff moves. There we go. There's a grid, and then I need an advanced processor. Hey, I made one, and a bucket. Look at me, I'm on the ball. I think...
You're on something, that's for sure.
Yes. I'm high on Minecraft.
That's a terrifying thought.
You have the receiver and the transmitter the other way around. Do I? No, this is the receiver. The transmitter is downstairs where the lava is. Is that backwards? Because that doesn't make sense to me if it is. Fluid. Grid. Something's off. Oh, hey, Steven. Steven Burns. What's going on? Okay, so what you're saying is I don't need to transmit from the remote network. Okay, let's see. Let's see if they're backwards. Hang on a second. If they're backwards, they need to get renamed. Okay, so this is the receiver. That's linked. Transmitter. Yeah, see? Something's going wrong. Which means now, I think, hang on. Oh, I know what happened. Hold on. The controller downstairs is now taking control. Conflict, there's two controllers. I bet. Okay, receiver. I need a... Actually, hold that thought. We're going to put this here. Did I breaks it? Maybe we're running out of power. No, we have tons of power. Still have tons of power. You had it right, but you can't have a controller on the remote network. Yeah, so I just removed that. I did get your email. I will, yes, Christopher Sloan. I got your email about the charity thing. I will give you a reply here later today. Yes. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. I'm not doing 24 hours, but you know, hey. So yeah, okay, that controller is gone. Let me make sure. Yeah. I don't think this requires power for me to see it, but whatever. Yeah, Y level 71. This is Y level 48, so this is the right card. I'm not sure what that's for. The question now is, why has my power grid why is this suddenly not working? Okay, there we go. Maybe this isn't ready for prime time. Hey, Master Blaster, what's up, man? Okay, what am I missing? Do I really have to have? Let's try it this way. Let's see. Whoop, wrong thing. Let's put... We're supposed to have the transmitter down here, which has... No, that's not right. Yeah. No, it's not right. Oh, gosh. This is going to be the death of me. Hold on. Get this, get this. Put this back there. Okay, so if this is the case... This is the receiver. Yeah, that one has no UI. And the transmitter goes up here. This is what you guys said. I got it wrong, and this is the right way to do it. Which means then this goes to that card down there. It's going 24 blocks. If we go down here. That's our stuff. Transmitter on the controller side, receiver on the peripheral side. Range upgrades. What range do they have? Is there really a range limit? Range upgrade. Let's see. Oh, fiddle DD. Hang on a sec. Upgrade. Upgrade. Can we do? Improved processor. Please make me 3 of those. Let's do processor. Waiting for the improved processors to come in. Okay, now I'm gonna grab 1, 2, 3. Ender pearls. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many blocks each one of these. Let's see if it's a range upgrade thing. Let that, because that's a good point. Maybe there is a range limitation. And this guy is very much all about his range upgrades and yada yada upgrades or whatever. Okay, that will go in. Does make me wonder. These things don't stack. Oh, they do stack, do they? Nope. So I will only be able to put 1 range upgrade in this thing if I can, anywhere. And it would go here. Transmitters on the controller side, receivers on the peripheral side, says Chaos Firemaker, yeah. See, that doesn't even go there. It just says 24 blocks. That's all it says. I'm assuming since it's saying 24 blocks, it's saying, hey, this is how far you're going, not, hey, this is a problem. And I can't put this in here. I'm even going to shift left click and we'll go in. So that is not a thing. Let me see real quick if I've completely hosed this up. I'm going to make a little opening right there. No, it's not pumping out. I need a piece of cable. I think I see the problem. I think. Ah. Also, I need to eat some chicken. There we go. I need some cable. Pretty sure only one you can put it into is the only thing you can put into it is the interdimensional upgrade, which means it's range irrelevant. Yeah, see, it's not exporting now. There is no... Do I have to have a power source on this end? Range default is 10 blocks radius, Moline. If 10 blocks for this thing that requires several diamonds to make, why would I not just run some cables? That's my question. Yeah, it needs a good manual. Okay. Yes, it's night outside. I need to actually sleep. Somebody mentioned that. My theory is it needs battery on that end. It needs power to do anything. So let's look at RS Refined. Okay, so there's a controller. Grid, crafting grid, pattern grid, fluid grid, crafting monitor, crafter. Those are storage blocks. Fluid storage, that's the solderer. A relay, I'm not even sure what that does. Disk manipulators, there are no external power sources. What does a relay do? Does anybody know? Redo the card. It was on the other side when you did it. What? This is the card for up here. I linked two cards. I linked a card for up here. Oh, it was on the other side when I did it. Oh, that's a good point. Hang on a sec. I moved it. Devil's in the details. Hold on. I need stairs down here so I don't have to keep going underwater. Go in the opening with the thing. Okay, right. I shift right clicked. Let's see if that's it. Yep, that's the right one. 23 blocks. That's it. 100%. Moved it and it made a problem. Now let me see if it's actually moving out of the system because it's supposed to be exporting lava and I can already tell that it is. Yep. So that was it. Which means now I can do that. This is cross-connected. I want to get more fluid containers, more fluid storage. More, bigger, better, whatever. So that means now we got lava, but we only have 64 buckets of it. How do you... bucket. Oh, we already have a bucket of lava. Okay. So, fluid storage. I think... Do we have... Nope. Okay. I think it's interesting that you have these things. There's the blocks, right? And then the drives. Oh, no, it's a part. Okay. Let's do iron. Eternal loss of buckets. Put that there. Put those there. Get this thing out. And we need a machine casing and a basic processor. Hey, look, a machine casing. Advanced. Improved. Basic processor. One, please. Por favor. Go, Bago. Does ForgeCraft have actually additions? Asks Dave Bayram. Wait, let me brace myself for this and give you the proper response. No. We don't have actual additions. Where did my basic? There it is. Go upstairs. We need to solder her downstairs, so we don't have to keep going upstairs, but whatever. That there. That there. That there. Ah! It took it. It took it. I need wood. Get that. We already have a bucket of lava. Let's put it to use. Hey, Paladin, what's going on? Somebody on the Twitch side. Yeah, a lot of people would consider, I'm not saying they do, but I'm quite sure they would consider, I'm just going to filter that, whatever. A lot of people would consider, on ForgeCraft, would consider actual additions too overpowered. Now, here's the thing. Direwolf has actual additions in his pack. That blew my mind. I didn't think he would want to do that. I thought that would be outside of his comfort zone, so to speak, because I didn't think he would be interested in. Awesome. I didn't think he would be interested in that. Didn't think it'd be his speed. I was wrong. Apparently Direwolf's getting soft in his old... I mean, I didn't say that. Technically, I'm older than he is. Whatever. He's getting soft in his young age? Sort of thing. Harshness. Yeah, I'd move fluid wirelessly with RF tools control. Wait a minute, what? Oh, yeah. At one point, AA was really OP. Rice bread gave full hunger and saturation. Go big with the fluid tank. Here was what I was thinking, John Wary. If I did the fluid tank... I'm trying to think of what I would fill it up with. Like, okay. I have this that I made. It's, can I see? Yeah, ethanol, a drum of ethanol, right? By the way, the only reason it says ethanol there is because I asked. Drum of ethanol. I have that. I could hook it up to an external storage and hook it up to the network and we could see it here. That's the thing. Maybe I want to do that. But then this wouldn't be exporting and generators and yada yada. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm trying to think of what other fluids we would want to keep around. There's water, there's lava. Question mark? We don't need to make, what was it? Oh gosh. Drawing a blank. Nutrient distillant. We don't really need to make that anymore. We haven't been running our Killer Joes lately. So we don't really need to keep a lot of this stuff on hand. We also don't run our sorting system off of it anymore. What are you and why are you here? Was I doing things? I don't know. I'm just going to hide you right there. Okay. I thought I replaced this. I'm going crazy.
Going?
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Teddy there is here. Teddy here is there. What?
That's what I was going to say. Teddy here is here.
Yeah, Teddy here is there. There, here. Okay, story time. Once upon a time, when I was younger, we had a big problem with like stray cats in this neighborhood that I lived in, and cats were constantly showing up. Well, we got one cat that showed up in our garage, and one of our previous cats had disappeared / died, whatever, and so we had some openings in the family, so to speak. Cat shows up that was pregnant, has kittens. We keep 2 of the kittens. They were black and white spotted, and they were brother sister. we get the mother cat and the rest of the kittens and find a good home for them, right? So we had these two brother-sister cats, and we called them, kid you not, these are my brother's idea, Here and There. Those cats were so confused, after about 3 months, we decided to rename them to Pork and Beans. So yeah.
But did it help?
No, they were still dumb. Let's see. Just waiting for work to be over. Another 30 minutes. Poor Teddy. AA is in VC4. Yeah, that is true. VC4 has actual additions. VC4 has refined storage. We do not have applied energistics because I think it's dumb to have both. Now the question is, do we need to transfer? Do we want to have AE2 over refined storage? Because right now there are aspects of refined storage I prefer. Now there's some stuff that makes no sense to me. However, the fact that I've at least gotten this working means that it in basic principle works. But my thing is like, okay, if we go up here and look at the drives, we have this massive drive bay right here. Okay, this has an item count. There's no type count, item types, okay? Just items or objects. That's it. AE2 has objects and object types, which means you can fill up a drive on types before you actually fill it up on objects. And that's one of the things that drove me absolutely batty on AE2, because it has 2 meters you can fill and one always fills up quicker than the other one. So the maximum space on a drive is completely irrelevant. It's the maximum types on a drive. And that always had a lower top end than the actual drive space. I never filled up my AE2 drives on space, always on types. Now, AE2 multi-crafting is better, according to Mr. TTFT Cuts. However, I have yet to run into a problem with this crafting as long as I'm not queuing up 9 things at once. As long as you do it one at a time, it works fine. Plus, I could do multi-crafting or auto-crafting with Dave's thing. So, I don't know. Yes, Eridani would prefer AE2, but Eridani Tribal doesn't get a vote. I like the lack of channels. We cannot turn off channels in AE2 anymore. If I remember the direction they were going in that mod, they either removed that option or they will be removing it shortly. The idea of turning channels off went against the design philosophy, quote unquote, yada, 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 marketing speak. So it's one thing that automatically turns me off about AE2. I hate channels. I also hate types on their storage. Yeah, refined storage just encourages you to expand the system. Yeah, Peladon71 over on Twitch says, I never saw it that way. I agree. How fast is the auto crafting? The auto crafting, I'll show you, Peladon. I'll show you. We have a guy on Twitch. We have 4 people on Twitch. Hi, Twitch. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to do destruction core, right? Start. Wait a minute. Just one. I'm going to do start. I want to remind you, this is going off to an external, done. That's going off to an external machine upstairs, okay? In order to do a destruction core, there we go. In order to do a destruction core, it has to make a basic processor, which goes up to the solderer upstairs and does this recipe, spits this out, and then autocrafts that. That's not that bad a turnaround time. And that's waiting on an external machine. Yeah. Dark Preacher says, I get a vote. No channels are easier crafting? No channels. He's a man after my own heart. Only reason I like AE2 more is because I really enjoy the idea of growing crystals. Yes, Dave, but you're a weirdo. And it was a tricky build. Yeah. I'm weird. I just use storage drawers because I'm not right in the head. Actually, Teddy here, I like the idea of storage drawers. If you look up here, I'll show you guys. This is our resource stack. Anything that is a metal or something like that can be blocked, ingoted, and nuggeted or whatever, it goes here. Specifically because these are more practical to use. These auto what's the word I'm looking for? They auto or dictionary. So they do automatic or dictionary unifying. They automatically let us pull out, without auto crafting, without needing to auto craft, they let us pull out blocks, ingots, or nuggets of anything we need. So these are super useful. However, this is 144,000 items. I can't even begin to comprehend, and that's just 3 drives, 64K. That is a 64, 64, and a 16. That's not even a top-end drive. And I can't even begin to comprehend how many storage drawers of mixed media that would require. I actually came to like logistics because of V3. I prefer logistic pipes, but logistics pipes is a lag nightmare. Yeah, and the problem with storage drawers is lag, but you can actually make a concealment key. Let me show you guys the concealment key. Hang on a second. Maybe you don't know. VC4 has new VASKey mods. Yes, it does. It actually has Peloton. It's got Quark. It's got Psi and all the other stuff. Conceal. Here we go. This is the concealment key. You have to make a regular drawer key. Oop, just dump that back in the system. Oh, I have to make one of those. Put that back in the system. Let's go get this. So the concealment key is awesome. Right? Okay, when you look at these things, what is the first thing? First of all, I'm going to stop here. What's the first thing you look at when you're looking at these drawers? I don't sit here. This is me. I will admit I'm different, but I don't sit here and try and figure out based upon the picture on the front. It is tooltip. It's either Wayla or TOP. Compacting drawer, nickel, copper, gold, emerald, lapis, glowstone. That's what I go by. What you can do is you can get a concealment key, right click, and it hides rendering the items on the front. But I'll do you one better. If you go to the drawer controller, bam, all of them get hidden. That's it. If I'm hooking this thing up to a automated storage solution, I'm not coming to the drawer to get something anyway. So who cares what's in what space? It's a beautiful and glorious thing. Logistics pipes is bad for players and servers. It's so easy to mess up. I agree with Dave Farum. I think that logistics pipes is awesome and amazing, but it is server hostile and it is user unfriendly because it's very easy for a player to hook something up the wrong way and completely lag out a server on accident. Really easy. I love logistics pipes, but the developers of the mod refuse to see some of the problems it's got. I just had a thought. Good way to do item total maintenance for a storage scanner system would be just an RF Tools crafter to keep 4 stacks of a certain item. Yes, that's what Dave was talking about, is if you had stuff in storage, instead of using the storage drawers, have it in a chest. He's got a program for RF Tools control that'll go through and keep a minimum number of blocks and ingots of something, or a minimum number of ingots, and then craft everything else into blocks. And I want that program. You can write a program that scans a chest full of crafting cards and ensures it works okay. Yeah. So LP is a nightmare if done wrong. See? Teddy here, again. Backing me up on these decisions. I'm, right now, refined storage is incomplete. It is imperfect. However, the only way it's going to get better is if we as a community go to the mod author, Raul DB Verge, and ask nicely. Do not be nasty to a mod author, but we ask nicely for specific features. The more people that request a feature or request a change, the more things will get implemented. Option number 2 is go to the mod author and said, I have an idea and I can code it. Will you take a pull request? This is fine. Server goes no fatal crash loop. Yeah. Anyway, I really like. Let's see, what have we done? We're an hour and 40 minutes into the stream, and I feel like I've accomplished nothing. Okay, so we have this thing, which is awesome. I like this. It's weird that it stopped there, but whatever. I actually think this furnace is cool. I could see making this early game and using this to mass cook food, mass charcoal. Yeah, you could bundle a tree farm into one of these bad boys. That's a thing. Okay. Yeah, and if you could do a tree farm, an automated tree farm into a seared furnace, have the output, the charcoal, go into a generator, just a standard furnace generator. Then the furnace generators would actually use the coal for power. You could pipe that into a lava generator from actually additions and then funnel the lava into this. I'm seeing a thing. I'm seeing a thing, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think that's going to be like power neutral or anything, but it will at least balance. I missed how to assemble it. How is it assembled? Oh, Dave, it's super simple. It is a little confusing. Basically, the tanks, it is a solid block. It's not, okay, it's not a solid block. There's a hole in the middle. So it's basically a hollow but complete cube. It's not open topped like the smelteries are. The furnace is actually a enclosed structure, right? And you have to put the tanks on the corners. That's the part that caught me by surprise. You cannot put the tanks anywhere. It has to be on the corners. But it's got a seared furnace controller block, and it cooks stuff super fast. There's also a fluid tank, and it prevents metals from combining into alloys. I didn't put slabs on top, but you probably could. It says slabs are okay. Pipe the charcoal into a coke oven for, yes, that is true. If we had either railcraft or immersive engineering on here, I could do charcoal here to actually get the creosote oil. Yeah. And then you use the creosote oil for fuel. So that is a thing. Yes. I could see this very easily being purposed for mass charcoal at a tree farm. Shadow Star, what's going on, man? Yeah, smelting silver and gold. Oops. Been there and messed that up. Yeah, so that's the thing, apparently. It says specifically. By the way, one of the best mods. I'm just going to left click. This is the Akashic Tome. It is a great mod. It's by Vasky. Vasky's a genius. Even I don't always agree with their opinions. And you combine it. You craft it to combine it with books. And basically, I have my Lexica Britannia in here, and I threw this through the Alpine portal, and it transformed and updated the Lexica Britannia that was in it. I've got my guide API. It's a blood magic thing, apparently. Immersive engineering, RF tools control. I've got runic tablet from Roots, and I've got my materials in you, and they update when they need updates, etc., etc. It's great. You can left click to send it back to the root. But basically, once you click on that, you just right-click to open it. There you go. So the Tinker's Tank specifically says it prevents alloying, which means if you're a lazy person that wants to keep everything in liquid metal form, this is for you. Also, you notice, it will keep multiple liquids. This is not a single purpose. It's not a mono contents tank. This is a multi-contents tank. Because even I can tell there's different liquids within this one tank. That's actually very cool. If it prevents mixing, maybe I could have lava in there. I think I see lava and water in there, and you could actually use a combined tank. That's pretty neat. I like that idea. Master Blaster says, I installed RoCraft and it looks like half the items don't have textures. Anyone know why? Master Blaster, my first impulse would be you got a bad download or a bad install. If you got it from either the official website or from railcraft.com website. Yeah, or Curse. I would say re-download it and reinstall it. If you got it from some other website, you're probably not supposed to get it from there. Go get it from one of the legit locations. I'm sure you make great content, Arcadius, but we're not big on people advertising. So you have to go away. Sorry. Okay. So there have been some big improvements. And another thing, I really think everybody should go tweet on the tweeters. Okay, I need to go check this. Hang on a sec. This is negative 62, so we're losing things at 62 RF per tick. Let's see, redstone. I bet. Yep, this ran out. Which means we do this. That's out. These are all out. Okay, hang on a sec. There's something wrong going on here. Yes, I know I'm breaking wood with a wrench. Bear with me. Yeah, in, out. Okay. I need to go look under the floor, apparently. Give me a sec. Sploosh! Boop. Okay. So over here somewhere, this is where the power comes in. Oh, I see why. Okay. Hang on. Conduits! Oh! That is the low-end kind. Ooh. What does this go to? Oh, this is going to this thing. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm just... Holding shift plus space underwater. Super awkward. Okay, let's do this. This. Plus. I'm actually going to end run. Like that. And then what we're going to do... Trying to keep an eye in that top corner, top right corner, my water breathing buff, so I don't suffocate. Whoops, that's wrong. Okay. This stops spawning. It's very important. So the spawn stopper was basically using 60 RF per tick, and this battery had nothing new coming back into it. Now we're actually generating, I can firmly say, we're generating more power downstairs than we need. That's awesome. Okay, I'm actually going to put those back in there for now. I'm not going to make that liquid tank today, but I might do it. Up, Teddy, gotta run. Have a great day / night, everyone. Thank you very much, Teddy. Teddy here is a great guy in the community, great guy in the Minecraft and modded Minecraft community. If you haven't checked out his channel, make sure you go over to youtube.com and search for, I think Teddy here will bring up his channel. Super nice guy. He does put up videos on a semi-regular basis, but he's got a legit day job. He makes sure that an entire state has power, and he's a hardworking guy. So, yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I would do in terms of if I want to expand the fluid storage. I tell you what, let's see if an external storage thing. Storage. What can you autocraft? Constructor, exporter, importer, constructor. Okay. External. What do I need? I need a construction core and improved processor. Let's see. All of the cores. Advanced processor, construction cores, deconstruction cores. All look the same to me. Is that gonna be enough? What is it? Improved processor, not an advanced. Improved processor, is that the right one? Yep. And that's going off to an external machine. That's not just crafting. There you go. So now we come over here, we do this with the thing and the stuff. I'm wondering what happens if we get a cable and do that. Is that not a woods? Awesome. Okay. That's great, man. That works. This is one thing I really like about these. There's not different types of importers and exporters for items and fluid. It's just one, and you swap the mode. Great. Awesome. I'm going to do priority for this particular stuff. Do I have an empty bucket somewhere? Bucket. There we go. Can I get a bucket of that stuff out? I'm going to specifically say external storage. That stuff. Put that back. Great. Awesome. Master Blaster says, I have at least 6 cats a night. Get through my backyard and taunt the dogs next door to go off. It's annoying as it wakes up the neighborhood. And they also try to get into the house. When did we start talking about cats? Did I miss a memo?
We've been talking about cats. Yes, you missed a memo.
Dang it. Yeah. What's the old Disney movie? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if it is Lady and the Tramp or if it is All Dogs Go to Heaven or what. Actually, that wasn't a Disney movie. I think that was a John Bluth movie, but whatever. Where the dogs, they have the Twilight. Oh, what is it called? The Twilight Barking? Or the Twilight Line or something like that, where they right at dusk, when dogs start barking right as the sun is setting, that's them exchanging news and updates for the day on what's going on, what's happening, what has happened. Oh, hey, this is interesting. We just can't understand them when they're saying it. I always thought that was an interesting concept.
I think that was All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah. Does it show the volume in millibuckets? Actually, no, because this says 128, and I know factually that is 128 buckets. So if it was millibuckets, it would be 128,000. That's just buckets. Right now, we have, get to this tank. Can I see that? Iron drum. Yeah, 72,400 and yada yada, nutrient distillant, MBs. So this is showing buckets, not millibuckets. Quantity, normal. It does not have a way to adjust. So that's just buckets. And I think this means that if I did bucket right like that, I don't know if I can, I don't know how I would use this. I think oh, okay. So basically, here we go. If I left click, it gets a container in a bucket or container in my inventory and fills it up. Of course, now the greater problem is I have a bucket of lava. I can't do anything with it, but whatever. So you click on this to get it, and then you drag the full container over to empty it. It's actually very interesting. I like that. I think it's a really good system. On Thursday, I might explore... Oh, of course, it's always nighttime. Might explore the idea of getting into Botania some more. I'm not quite sure. I was going to do that today, but then I got derailed by the power stuff, continuing the power stuff from last episode. Oh gosh, belch. And the furnace stuff. I like this furnace. I think this furnace is a great idea. I think it's a great addition to Tinker's Construct. But I think next episode I do want to continue some adventures into Botania and get into that a little bit more. There's a lot of Alpine stuff I haven't actually done at all yet. There's some more advanced armor stuff I want to get into. Bigger thing though is I want to make a system to generate better mana. I don't know if that's going to be some kind of a tree farm. If I can make it to where it is automatically planting the trees but not harvesting them. In theory, a Ender IO farmer would do that if you don't put any tools into it. It'll just plant the trees, but it won't do anything to them because it doesn't have tools to harvest them. And then we could maybe get some munchadoos and stuff to eat the leaves. I just don't know how we would get rid of the wood once the leaves are gone. That's the question. It's like we would have to have the tree farm run on a time delay. Or if there was a log-eating flower, that would be even better. Can you do that with a portable tank? I don't know how. Oh, I probably can, Grimtides. Hang on a sec. Let's go test. What armor is this? Oh, this is the actual Roots armor. It's called the Defender. Yeah, it's called Defender armor. Or something like that. I think it's been renamed like twice, but whatever. Okay, let's get fluid. Okay, I think. Yeah, this currently is empty. We go over here. Yeah, it doesn't work. Let me make sure this is empty. Yep. So it does not currently work. It only works with buckets, which is a thing that I'm going to have to report to the mod author, and I have to remember to do that. Make minecarts to disperse fluid, please. Hey, wait a minute. There is, you know what? Dave's being a smartass, but he's got an idea. Is it a trap door? We have railcraft. We could get into railcraft stuff. And I'm tempted to make a minecart system that goes around underground where the actual power system is and make a little loop that comes over here and pops you up above ground and maybe comes over here, goes back. We could make a line that went back to the main house. I don't know why we'd ever go back there, but whatever. We could do that. That would be interesting to get into some of the railcraft stuff. And we have a bit of a head start since we already have immersive engineering set up. We have a place to get steel from already. But wooden rail with trapdoor. Minecarts with a hopper can insert into the block below. So we could have minecarts going from a food farm, sending the food over to a dispenser or a dropper and having the droppers in a redstone timer drop down food to the flowers that actually eat food for mana. That could be interesting. Make sure the tank has input size mode, maybe. Well, that's the thing, is that it was configured. It's a container. Peladon, it should just be an issue of, if I get this container, right? We get this. I walk over here. I have 1,000 millibuckets of nutrient distillant, which is now stuck in here. And see, I can left click to empty this, but if I left click to grab it like I did with the bucket, it doesn't know this is a valid container. It's halfway there. I can empty the container, I can't fill it. That armor always makes me want to go to Outback or Texas Roadhouse. It does look like bloomin' onion. We call it the bloomin' onion armor, because I look like a bloomin' onion. So yeah, I do think we are at a minute past. I do thank everybody. Let's switch over to face cam real quick. Boom! Thank you everybody for coming by. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Sure, Peladon. Steak should still moo when you poke it. Gross. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming by and saying hi and hanging out and bearing with me while we tried to figure out some of this remote network nonsense. But we got it working, which means now I know how to remote connect different segments of networks, which means we could have more centralized storage while still using parts of refined storage for small task operation. Like we have a small refined storage network over near my Britannia setup that automatically makes the purified stuff that you put around pure daisies. Like, what is it? Oh gosh, I'm forgetting. I'm blanking. Hang on a sec. Actually gonna go look. Yeah, living rock and living wood. There we go. We have a small refined storage setup that only makes living rock and living wood. I could remote connect that to the main network, which means now, if I wanted to, I could do living rock and living wood. I think that also might mean that we could do wireless network access hooked up to a cable to those remote segments. And if you're near it, you might be able to use your remote tablet. I'm not sure on the wireless grid. We'll have to see. I think that could be really neat. First time here. Thanks. I like it. We'll try and join next time. Hey, Paladin, and for anybody else that's watching, if you go to vaygrim.com/streaming, that is actually, it's just like my name, VAYGR. I'm noticing, hang on a sec. My stream toolkit thing's not working. Okay. I'll have to talk to the guy about that. There it is. Okay. But like the wallpaper says in the back, vaygrim.com. You go to vaygrim.com/streaming. That's where my schedule is for the week. If you just go to vaygrim.com for news updates, don't forget to go to shop.vaygrim.com. You just missed the sale that happened this past weekend. We had at the shop. We had 20% off everything, but that's okay. There's still tons of great merch and more to come. I will catch everybody. Yeah, we're going to be doing tomorrow evening. I'm tempted to do Warframe with some of the guys. Warframe's a free, it's basically Space Robot Ninja Simulator. It's what I keep calling it because that's the most accurate description. It's a fun game. It's free on Steam. War, W-A-R-F-R-A-M-E. Warframe. Like a picture frame. Warframe. All one word. It's on Steam. It's free. It's big. It's a huge download, but it's free. So, anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Have a great day. Have a great week. There is going to be another video out later this evening. More Alien Isolation on the YouTube channel. YouTube.com/VagramsChance. And don't forget, you can go to discord.vagram.com and join the League of Ordinary Gamers community. Oh, Miss Coffee Fairy.
What?
I don't have cuts, so I'll ask you, do you have any parting words of wisdom?
Eep squeak.
Sure, that'll work. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.